Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about a few things that I have in the works. But first, we're going to talk about cash envelopes and why it's so important to use cash envelopes, because this is the week that we are on. Last week, we talked about the highlighter method. Do you guys remember? So if you guys watched last week's video, we really were stressing do the highlighter method, do the highlighter method. By the way, if you guys are new here, please like, subscribe, and most importantly, say hello below. Leave me a comment below and say hello. And I would really, really love to know, did you guys in fact do the highlighter method? This is so important. All I ask you guys to do is the highlighter method. And not one person got back to me. So let me know if you guys did the highlighter method. It is freezing in here, so sorry about this. All right, so let's talk about the cash envelopes. I recently just did a reel yesterday and I stuffed my envelopes. Now, this is just an updated video. Basically, let me explain to you my concept as to what I do. Every week I like to specialize with a different topic. So it will be being in the right mindset, budget planners, cash envelopes, sinking funds, saving challenges, okay, even being organized. And so I like to rotate those topics for you to get that message across. And that is also why I talk about it in the booklet to have. And this is actually available in my website. And so I decided to print it out because I know that I'm a hands-on person. So even though I might have a PDF copy, I personally would want a physical copy, okay? And then I like to also put it in my caddy. So I like to talk about being organized, being in the right mindset, why it's important to use a budget planner, why it's important to use to start using the cash envelope system, and also incorporating sinking funds and saving challenges. And so that's why we are on this week. This is the week that we're on that talks about cash envelopes. Okay, so nothing is a race. This is something that you need to do at your own pace. Don't compare yourself to others. I know that can become really difficult to do. We all have different, finances and different family dynamics and etc. But sometimes that can happen, especially when you are watching a lot of different videos and stuff. And so I just like to if it's something that looks like maybe it's too good to be true, maybe it is. The cash envelope system is a system that helps you stay under budget by you have the 6 categories, which is groceries, household, eating out, beauty, gas, and miscellaneous. These are your basic cash envelopes. These are amazing envelopes. I've been using them from day one. Highly recommend them. Okay. Now think about it. Groceries is groceries. Household is everything that's not food. That's for your house. Could be cat food. It could be cleaning materials, toilet paper, paper towels, everything like that. Eating out, coffee, going out to lunch, going out on the weekends, all of those. Gas could be gas, Uber. So maybe you don't have a car. You can take an Uber. If you spend money on Ubers, maybe it's the metro, the train, anything like that. So you can substitute that. You don't have to overthink it. And then beauty is anything self-care. So beauty doesn't necessarily have to be just your nails. It could be your hair, your nails, getting a massage, pedicure, buying an outfit, whatever your form of beauty is, use this envelope for that, okay? And then miscellaneous. So miscellaneous is just a whole nother topic that I like to talk about. This envelope is the envelope that kind of set me free and was able to get me ahead. So when I was working my corporate job, I was working as a finance coordinator at a behavioral health center. And this envelope is the envelope personally, so I would think, how can I get ahead? There's got to be ways to I'm always thinking outside the box, and I tend to do that even with my business. So I was like, there's got to be a better way to do this. So I thought miscellaneous is just that. Miscellaneous is anything that you want it to be. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to really stuff this envelope. So I technically like to have between $300 to $400 in here. Really, just stuff it up. as much as you know, work towards that and try to fill it up, because this can be your buffer. It's like your buffer between, so that way you don't use your credit card, you don't use your debit card. And so when you're using you're going to come up with a plan. So you're going to do the highlighter method. You're going to figure out how much you spend on groceries every week. Once you do that for all of these areas, you go to work, you get your paycheck, and then all of a sudden you get paid. Now you're going to pull the money out. So instead of you using your debit card, you are going to be using cash for these areas. That's it. And the idea is when the money's gone, it's gone. So that is what allows you to not use your debit card, not use your credit card, and it allows you to just use the cash, right? So you're staying under budget. Now, if you stuff your envelope, let's say you stuff it with $150 for groceries and you only use $100, you have $50 left over, you can actually take that money, either leave it. Sometimes I would just leave it because you never know during the week, or you can buy like gift cards for Christmas. So some people will take the extra and they'll put it towards like their saving challenges. So it's just up to you. But the miscellaneous envelope definitely helps. So I have money here, but I also have money in my on-the-go wallet. So if I'm out and about, I have a couple $100 with me, and if my kids ask for something or I need something, or I'm like, oh shoot, I needed to get like an outfit or this or something, like I have this money here set aside, and it definitely helps. It's a game changer, to be honest. So if you want more information on this envelope, check out my previous videos. I can always even put it below in the description. I can link this video and talk about this I talk about this envelope in that video. So it's one of the ways that it got me to get ahead. So definitely look into that. Okay. So this is when you're doing something like this, when you're changing like your habits, that's kind of hard to do, right? You're so you're used to doing things a certain way. And so when we change our habits, we're now doing it a different way, right? We're now pulling the money out. We're being a little bit more intentional, because let me tell you something, it is super easy to swipe, super easy. So when you have to have a little bit more intention like this and taking the money out, it takes a little bit more work to do, but you're also being a little bit more intentional, because you're like, okay, well, I really need this. Let's see, for what do I need around the house? Oh yeah, we need toilet paper, we need paper towels, we need this, kind of writing out your list. So basically at the end of the day, it's all about being in the right mindset, but it's also being intentional, and it's about writing the things out that you need. It's about planning your trip, going through your cabinets and going through your fridge and figuring out the things that you need for your grocery run. So this is why it's important to go through everything and to have an idea. Now, this envelope here is the envelope that is actually spent the most. So let's just say, for example, you do the highlighter method, you come back and you're like, wow, I didn't realize I spent like $400 a month on eating out. This is just an example. So if, let's just say that's what happened, you could actually then say, oh no, I do not want to spend that kind of money every month on eating out. So that's why you would say, okay, well, for the month, I only want to do like, maybe $30 a week, and you have to cut back. That's how you have to cut back. That's what's allowing you to have your checking account grow, because you're cutting back. Does that make sense? Hopefully I am, because when you're eating out and you're just constantly swiping, you're spending a lot more money. But now you realize it, and now you're like, whoa, I'm going to cut back. Okay. So you got to think about it. Do you work during the week? Do you usually get coffees? Do you usually eat out with your friends? Like, what do you usually go out on the weekends with your husband or your children? So those are the questions that you have to ask yourself. And, then you have to figure out like, what is your price? Like, what is your amount that you're going to do for this, category? And then gas. What do you normally spend on gas? I have an SUV, so I normally spend like about $45 a week. And then beauty. So you just have to ask yourself, what are your amounts? What do you usually spend the money on? How much do you typically spend? That's why it's so important to actually do the highlighter method because it's not a joke. So it's definitely an eye opener, and I've had stressed this so many times to people to please do it. So, you know, I'd love to hear from you guys if you actually did it. Check out the previous video that I just recently did on the highlighter method. I think there was 2 actually. So that is what the cash envelope system is. It's really about just using cash for these areas. And once the money is gone, it's like you don't go grocery shopping again. You know, you don't go until you get paid again. So that's why it's super important to have the extra money in here, because you can borrow from your envelopes and you don't have to pay that back or anything. But so let's just say, for example, you used all of your groceries, right? And you're like, oh man, I don't have any more groceries. Oh wait, but I do have this. You can actually use the money for your household. Okay. You could use it. Yay, I got money now. Great. So same goes for all of them. So you can do that. But like I said, the idea is that you only use what is in your envelope, and that's that. When it is gone, it is gone. Okay? All right. As you do this and being consistent, you will see how easy it becomes. So that is what the cash envelope system is, because we're on this week and this is the topic. I really wanted to just jump on and just share that with you guys, okay? Now, the other thing I'd like to talk to you about is, and I could do 2 separate videos here, but I'm actually going to just show you very quickly. I decided to create a fully loaded binder it's on my website. It's ready to go, and this is actually, the whole binder is completely put together just like this. Like this one is one that is ready to go, but I'm actually using this one just so I make sure that all of the items are in the ring size. So it's the biggest ring size out of everything, okay? And so let me go through everything very quickly with you so I can show you all the items that are in the fully loaded. Now, this was requested by a lot of my customers, a lot of new people. They were just like, can you create a binder that is like yours? Because some people are brand new and they really don't know how to decorate or how to like add certain things. So I said, okay, I decided to do it. So let me just actually use this as a dashboard. You can put the sticky notes on top of this. You can write on top of this. Okay. And plus it just looks so dang cute. So every season I'll just use a different one, whatever is the season. This is the Christmas dashboard. This is the dashboard that really talks about the steps and how I'm talking to you guys right about now. Step 1 is to obtain a budget planner. Step 2 is your cash envelopes, and so forth. This one is a credit card and / debt. It says reasons to start. So it has all the reasons to pay off your credit cards, pay off your debt, to start budgeting. Okay. And then you have your little dividers. These dividers are a set of 4. So they have cash envelopes, they have sinking funds, holiday binder, and saving challenges. You get the other 2 in the back here. Okay. So the first set of envelopes are the envelopes that I just shared with you in my binder, but this is a script one. So you have, and if you don't want script, you can just leave a note at checkout and you can say that you want the straight ones. I do have the straight font for these. So you have groceries, again, household, eating out, beauty, gas, and miscellaneous. The second is your divider, which says sinking funds on it. Then you have a set of 12 envelopes. These are called the 1 month ahead envelopes that I have in the shop. Okay, mortgage and rent, utilities, phone bill, car payment, car insurance, kids, pets, medical, emergency, spending, subscriptions, and online shopping. After that, I decided to include the acrylic dashboard. Then I have 10 of the note pages. There's 10, so there's 5. There's 5 groceries, but it's front to back, so you actually get 10, so front to back. And there's 5 each, so you have the grocery list. After that, you have, again, 5, front to back 10, task list. Then I took the Saving Challenge book. We have these envelopes, and I popped holes. And these in here are the bow clips. and they're bow clips saving challenges. So you can actually take them out, put them on like one of your like envelopes if you wanted to do that. You can put them on a dashboard. Let's just say you wanted to do it like maybe here. It's just like a little clip. So you just go like that. And you can actually just highlight or color in with a dry erase marker the amount that you're saving. Like you can create your own. If you want to do $20 for each bow, so be it. That's what you can do. And then you have it over here where you can just put it inside here. I'm gonna get this in here. Okay. After that, you do have one credit card holder. So you can put two. I put front to back. You can put your credit cards in here or gift cards. And then after that is where you have 1 month undated of the budget planner. These are the pages that are inside the linen and the 8x10. So this is undated. There's just 1 month. Bill tracker, the month on one. So it's literally the same pages as the linen. You have 2 expense trackers, sinking fund, saving tracker, debt tracker, paycheck to paycheck, task list, and saving challenge thermometer. And you also have a habit tracker and a few of the note pages. And then after that, you do have the flyleaf. Okay. So this is an amazing bundle. I love it. I'm so happy. I should have done this a long time ago, but so this is ready to go. It is on the website. It's under fully loaded binder. You can't miss it. So all you need to do is get the binder and start adding your money. Okay. Now, if you in fact want one of the crochet covers that I make, you can also order those. So I think what I plan to do is I plan to add almost like a pop-up, or maybe if it's not a pop-up, it might be a link in this description. So you can just click it, and if you'd like, you can add it. You can just add cash binder cover, and you can put maybe 3 of your options of colors that you'd like, just to make it easy. Because I have a lot of the creams. I have a few mixed that are already ready to go. So plus it just protects it. It makes it nice and snuggly. It's fun. Yeah, gotta pull it up a little bit just because you have you have these little dividers. Okay, loaded binder. We are having an amazing Black Friday that's going to be coming in 2 weeks. It's not only Black Friday, but it is my birthday. Yay! It's my birthday, so we're doing an amazing sale that weekend. So Thursday is Thanksgiving. It is also my birthday, and at night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., we're going to have a really big sale. Then for Friday, which is technically Black Friday, that will be 40%. So you can check the calendar to see what Thanksgiving Eve from 6 to 8, what that is. Okay, so you guys can take a look there. All right, I'm going to also show you guys let's take a look at the Christmas box. Actually, okay, so so check out the November calendar for yourself. All right, like I said, today's video is short and sweet. I just wanted to talk to you guys about the cash envelopes and kind of give you guys that inspiration to, if you're already started, great. If you haven't, then I always recommend people to do the highlighter method first, so you can get that idea to how much you're spending. And it's just a great exercise to do. Again, I talked about that a couple in my previous videos. And then we talked about, again, what the importance of using the cash envelope system, okay? And then this is the fully loaded that has been added also to the website. So what I plan to do is I am packing orders. I am getting ready for Black Friday and loving everything. Don't forget, we also have our 2026 dated budget planners. Those have also came out. So everything is on the website. If you do have any questions, you're more than welcome to message me or leave me a comment below. Most importantly, leave me a comment below. Come on, guys. You got to say hi. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay positive. Stay inspired. You got this. We have a new year coming, and it's going to be better than this year. All right, guys. Until then, bye.